Hello everyone, welcome to GitHub Hot Today. Today's featured projects include claude-code, an agentic coding tool by Anthropic that lives in your terminal to execute tasks and handle Git workflows. Semantica, an open-source graph-native infrastructure for building accountable AI systems with full decision provenance. And Agency Agents, a comprehensive collection of specialized AI agent personalities ready to transform your workflow across engineering, design, and marketing. claude-code is Anthropic's agentic coding assistant. This isn't autocomplete. It's a tool that reads your entire codebase, edits files across multiple paths, runs shell commands, and commits changes when you ask. You type something like audit and improve test coverage in your terminal, and it actually does the work. The architecture centers on the three-phase agentic loop. You give a prompt, Claude gathers context from your project, takes action using its built-in tools, verifies the results, and repeats until the task is done. 5 tool categories drive this: file operations, search, shell execution, web access, and code intelligence. You're part of the loop too. You can interrupt anytime or steer it in a different direction. Where it gets really powerful is the extension system, Claude. MD stores persistent project rules that load at the start of every session. Skills package reusable workflows you invoke with commands like /deploy. MCP servers connect external services like your database or Slack. Subagents run isolated tasks with their own context so your main conversation doesn't get bloated. Hooks automate actions like running linked after every file edit. The docs even break down exactly how much context each feature costs. claude-code runs on basically every surface. The CLI gives you the full feature set, scripting, and the agent SDK. The VS Code extension embeds a native chat panel with inline diffs and add mentions for files. The desktop app adds visual diff review, parallel sessions using Git work trees, an integrated browser for app previews, and computer use on macOS. There's JetBrains support, a web version for cloud sessions that keep running when you disconnect, and mobile access through remote control or dispatch. For safety, permission modes let you dial autonomy up or down. Menu asks before every file edit and shell command. Accept edits auto-approves file changes. Plan mode explores and proposes before touching any code. Checkpoint snapshot files before edits so you can rewind. The catch? Most services require a paid Claude subscription or Anthropic console account, and some features like the agent SDK and tab completion are CLI only. Semantica is an open-source context graph and decision intelligence engine for AI agents. It solves one problem. Your LLM makes decisions, but you can't explain why. Every output is a black box. The website lists 6 failure modes: data silos, black box decisions, missing context layers, impossible debugging, hallucination risk, and compliance nightmares. Semantica attacks all of them with one design choice. Everything is a graph object with full provenance. Here's the mental model. Instead of just storing embeddings, Semantica records decisions as first-class graph nodes. You get causal chains, precedent search, and W3 CProvo compliant audit trails. When a regulator asks why did the AI approve this loan, you trace the exact reasoning path. Architecture is 4 layers: ingestion, processing, intelligence, application. Each layer is independently swappable. Ingest PDFs, Kafka streams, or Snowflake. Process through NER, conflict detection, deduplication. Store in Neo4j, FullCoreDB, or RDF triple stores. Then build GraphRag, agent memory, or decision tracking on top. The nearest case study proves this isn't theoretical. They processed 100 million marine biodiversity records, extracted 40 bridge axioms from peer-reviewed papers, and quantified $1.62 billion in natural capital. Every financial claim traces back to a specific DOI and page number. Integration is straightforward. It plugs into LangChain, Llama Index, CrewAI, claude-code, Cursor, pretty much anything. One pip install, configure your LLM provider, and start recording decisions. The Knowledge Explorer UI gives you interactive graph navigation and timeline scrubbing. Fair warning, visualization breaks down past 1,000 nodes, and you'll want to filter before rendering. Also, it's Python only right now. But if you're building agents for finance, healthcare, or energy, anywhere a wrong answer has consequences. This is the accountability layer your stack is missing. Agency Agents is a catalog of over 230 specialized AI agent personas, paired with a native desktop app that installs them into claude-code, Codex, Cursor, and 5 other tools. Think of it as a package manager for expert AI personalities. The agents are not generic assistants. Each one is a detailed persona. Front-end developer, security architect, UI designer, growth hacker with specific workflows, rules, and deliverable templates. Activate one in your tool, and it behaves like a specialist, not a chatbot. The desktop app is built with Tari 2 and Svelte 5. It tracks every install in a local ledger, detects drift by comparing bytes against the canonical source, and handles deterministic renders per tool. Everything stays on your machine, no telemetry, no accounts needed. Installation is one line. For claude-code, run the install script, or just copy the markdown files. Then say, activate front-end developer, and it starts working with its own expertise and memory. The app also supports Codex, Gemini CLI, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Qwen, OpenCode, and Osaurus. The repository includes full workflow examples. One shows 7 agents shipping a SaaS MVP in 4 weeks, sprint prioritizer, backend architect, front-end developer, and a reality checker that gates every milestone. Another runs 8 agents in parallel for a complete product discovery exercise, complete with market sizing, architecture diagrams, and budget estimates. It is MIT licensed, full source, and local first. The main limitation is that the app installs personas, it does not execute them. And some integrations like Aider or Windsurf still need additional work before they are first class. If you want structured, reusable agent expertise across your AI tools, this is worth checking out. That's all for today's show. See you tomorrow.